Hi, I'm Sherry Spann Allen. I'm from Syracuse, New York, and my work is rather unique in that it's a sculpture and it's a painting at the same time. And I approach things differently pretty much every piece. Like sometimes I'll start with a sketch, sometimes I'll take pieces, scraps of wood that I have, and approach it like a collage. And it's 1/4-inch plywood. And so the sculpting typically starts first. The challenge is to marry the painting and the sculpture together. So I approach that different ways. This piece is rather unique in that I started with a very large piece that I just wasn't happy with it. And so I took a circular saw and chopped out about 1/4 of it. And then I added another couple pieces off the side. So I do work with shaped pieces. Very rarely are they rectilinear. If they start rectilinear, then they get broken apart or added onto. The approach too is like, I'm pretty much abstract expressionist, but I'm also like to veer off into rather formalistic, where I'm really concentrating on the shapes and the line and the textures, the basic space. Some of my pieces have a lot of negative space, and so I'm always experimenting with different approaches and different formats, but they all are pretty sculptural, and the color schemes are often inspired by kind of the essence of a place. Like, believe it or not, this one started with fall colored leaves on the snow, and then it just wasn't getting me excited about it, so then it became more black and white. When I do play with the color, there's a lot of juxtaposition, like with the push and pull, kind of an approach of where I don't want everything to be real slick. What I'm trying to do more recently is to play down the color a little bit so it's not too raucous or too busy. So this one particularly is rather serene and quiet when it comes to my color. The drawn line is often important too. That's very often it's one of the last things I add. It kind of unifies the whole piece and adds to the energy that I want it to have. I've always been really attracted to spatial depths. The texture is a big part of it too. I play around with a lot of golden pastes and fiber pastes, the molding materials and such, and that's always a lot of fun. I love asymmetrical balance, as you can see, and it's something that I don't want everything to be so predictable. I really want to shake things up a little bit and show that energy and show that motion. So I have a versatile background. I'm a retired high school art teacher, and I was always experimenting with different projects. And originality was always very important to me too. So I'd try not to get the students to be, just copy realism. We'd experiment a lot with that, so that now that I'm retired, I can spend a lot more time, doing my thing. And it's been 6 years since I retired, and I'm feeling now that my work is finally maturing enough where I feel good about it.